Hey guys, what's up? This is Carlos Graves from droiddog.com, and today I got a video for you of my top 10 apps that just pretty much I use daily, that just get me through the day. They're my favorites. They're the ones I use most often, and hey, you might like some of them. Now in advance, I'm sorry for not making a ton of videos. I've actually been using my BlackBerry as of recently. I haven't been using Android that much, but I'm still making videos, as you can see here, but just a heads up that videos might not be as frequently as you or I'd like them. Also because I just started school and I'm kind of busy, because it is a busy year. So I've got all my apps right here, ready to go. I'll just introduce number one. It is Seismic, the Twitter app. Let's dive right in. Alright, so number one on the list, like I said, Seismic. It is a Twitter application, and I don't know why I've been using it so much, but I have been using it a lot lately. It is pretty simple. You've seen a review on it. Just got the tabs on the top. I'm not going to show you messages, but I'll show you profile. All that. It's got many settings, look and feel, background updates. It has pretty much every feature that Twitter offers. And it has a nice big viewing space that not a lot of Twitter apps have. They usually have stuff all around, and you can only see like 5, or like 3 or 4. This one you can see 1, 2, if it's at the top there, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. And it can load pretty much as many as you want from the startup, and then it'll do more. Next one is Chomp SMS, right here. I paid for it, so I don't have any ad. You will have an ad on top unless you pay for it. You have to donate via PayPal. It's not that big of a deal, but ads annoy the hell out of me, so I did that. This is an SMS application that is basically just very customizable. You've got tons and tons of customizable options here. I think this thing's kind of funny. The little pull down tab, so you can preview it. Change background, you can do image, you can do a color, you can do contact font. I already reviewed this, you've seen all this before. You've got custom font packs, but you've just got so many options. And the thing that really I like about this better than just stock messaging is just, I think it looks cool. Even though it is very iPhone-y, I think it switches into landscape. I just think it's nice. Next we've got ROM Manager, which is an application that lets you switch around ROMs and just any zip file you have on your SD card without actually booting into recovery. And if you have a MyTouch slide like I do, I also do have my Nexus one, don't freak out. It's hard to boot into recovery, like it involves some extra steps, so this is just a lot easier. You can boot into recovery. If you want to do it from recovery, you can just install ROM from SD card here. If I want to install any of those, you can manage and restore backups, back up the current ROM, fix permissions, partition SD cards. So really everything is there that you'd see in your recovery. The only downside of this is you have to have their custom recovery called Clockwork Mod Recovery. I don't really like it. It's not very nice looking. I like Amin-Ra or Amin-Ra, whatever you want to say. I like his recovery a lot better because I used it since I had my G1. So I'm just more familiar with that, I guess. But that's the only downside. But the good side is you don't actually have to go into that recovery because you can just use it all from this screen. You can download ROMs. They have a big list, CyanogenMod. Depends what phone you're on. It'll detect your phone. There you go. Next one is Set CPU. This is an application that determines your megahertz or gigahertz if you are lucky. Basically this only goes up to 600 max. I've got profiles. When the screen's off, it underclocks it to 112 megahertz. That's max, so it conserves battery life a lot. I put that on high priority, and it is enabled. You've got advanced. I don't touch any of that stuff. You can have benchmark, long native stress test. Oops, didn't mean to press that. No, don't start stress test. Damn. Okay, cool. I guess that worked then. And then you've got about, and you can set a theme. Let's go Froyo. Restart set CPU to apply a theme, so you probably won't see the theme, because I'm not about to restart this. That's pretty much all it is. Doesn't really have any settings other than what you see up here. And that's it. Next one is Advanced Task Manager. This is a task manager, and the thing I like about it is it's just super easy to use. You click on something, it gives you options. There you go. The X's mean they're excluded. The check marks that aren't filled in mean that they're just running. So if I want to close Seismic, I will end task. If I want to exclude beautiful widgets from being automatically closed, I can press that, and I can press end all if I want to end all the ones that aren't check marked. Some of them are like HTC check-in service that won't go away because it needs to be running. But in preferences, you have, in applications, you have auto end frequency. I have it set for every 30 minutes. You can do never, every hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, 5 hours, 12 hours, or every day. I have every 30 minutes, and it gives me a little notification saying this many apps I've just ended, just so I know if I was working on something that it's gone, unfortunately. It's just got so many settings. It's very customizable. It's got services. You can uninstall your apps. It'll just populate your list quickly, and then you can uninstall it. They say I want to uninstall this ADW theme. Click that. Uninstalling. Uninstall finished. It is gone. That's all there is to it. Next one is Vignette. I reviewed this one in my last video. It is the camera app that you guys have seen. Basically, I'm not going to really go into this. It's just got your settings down there, all that cool stuff. It can replace your camera. One thing I didn't mention is if you press the camera button on the side, press that, it'll give me the option here to complete using camera or Vignette, which is cool, because then I can just press that and I don't even have to have the app on my home screen. Next is Dropbox. Now Dropbox, phone dog John Walton, you know him, he is droiddog. He made this review already. I guess I haven't logged into it since I restored this ROM. Basically, sorry about that, I had some in my throat. Make all the jokes you want, I don't care. Basically, you log into it on your computer and you log into it on your phone, and you put files into either your phone's Dropbox or your computer's Dropbox, and they show up on both of them. So if I wanted a picture from my phone to my computer, I could put in my Dropbox, log into my Dropbox from my computer, and download it from there. So it's like an online storage system. It's really cool. I use it a lot for transferring zip files like ROMs and themes and stuff to my phone from my computer, so that way I don't have to use the USB to do that if I don't have it handy. Next one is Barcode Scanner. This really only has one purpose. It is to scan barcodes and QR codes. I guess that's two. So right here I've got a game, The Godfather. It's not the movie. Let's see what happens if I... So there's the barcode right there. Let's see what happens if I scan that barcode. There we go, found it. We'll do product search. And it's searching something. Let's see if it actually gets it. That'd be kind of cool. There we go, it got it. Got it perfectly too. For PS2. There you can see it. Godfather the game, PS2. PS2. Magic. Next one is a game called Blow Up. This is a really addicting game. It just force closed. Why did it do that? Okay, this isn't working on here. Fail. Basically, I'll just tell you what it is. It's a game where you have a structure, as you can see like on the little icon there. If it'll focus in on that. Yeah, you have a little structure like that, and it gives you a limited amount of like little bombs, and you put it on the structure and you blow it up, and you try to get it below a set line level that it has and the levels get progressively harder as they go. It's just really addicting. But unfortunately it doesn't work on this ROM for some reason. It just keeps force closing. But I will do a review on that in another video. Now the last one is F My Life Official. Of course you have to have this FML, right? If you don't know what FML is, it stands for, F My Life. If you're having a bad day, you get it. Basically, it's just a really simple interface. You've got all your just top stories here. On top here, you've got featured, random, favorites, moderation. I'm gonna go to just recents. So let's just read one. Today, after swimming, I was being very careful not to slip on my wooden stairs. I didn't. That is, until I reached the top of the step and fell all the way back down the stairs. FML. So it's just all that. You can agree your life sucks. I will agree with this person. Or you totally deserved it. It's just funny. It's amusing. Honestly, I just kind of read this when I'm in bed and I can't sleep. I just kind of pull this app out and I'm like, hey, let's read about other people's misfortunes. And it'll make me feel better. So those are my favorite apps that really just get me through the day that I use. Not including like phone and stuff that already come on the phone and like Gmail and stuff, but you know what I mean. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/CarlosGraves, and I will see you guys in the next video.